Greetings, beautiful humans, and welcome to I Am Powered by Love TV. This is your soulmate soul scopes, where your Akashic Records, your soul books, meet your zodiac. Now, many of you may not be really familiar with the Akashic Records. Well, this is your soul's journey through evolution in time. So the timing of this video is really important for the message that you are about to receive. These are channeled messages from your soul, your angels, your guides, your crossover loved ones, and your ascended masters. We use tarot and oracle cards just to connect and communicate with you. So watching the message all the way through is super important, because as a medium and a channel, it's likely that some of these messages may be very specific. And since we're channeling for an entire zodiac, sometimes your loved ones or maybe an ancestor may have a specific message just for you. And so if you don't watch it all the way through, you may miss a very important channeled message. So your arrival at this channel and this message may be the timing that you need it. And because we're channeling for an entire zodiac, each situation and circumstance may not resonate with you, but you may pick up a few ways to go about your situation and circumstances. And don't forget to jump to the timestamps, because all decans will be separated by your timestamp. So don't forget, check your timestamps. So now, let's get ready for your Soulmate Soul Scopes reading.
All right, my Gemini friends, we're going to go ahead and get started with our Soulmate Soul Scope readings, but first we're going to do our soul growth. We want to know what we're learning, what we're growing through at this time from the energies from the 15th through the 31st. So, my Gemini friends, let's jump in to the lesson. All right, my Gemini friends, so we're going to get into our soul growth reading. So we have 3 decks. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, we did this earlier, and we're going to continue doing this so that way we know what we're growing through, what the energies are going through, our lessons, things that we're going to be learning. So this is going to be the first deck here. It's going to be the soul lesson. Then we have the soul's ability, the thing that we're good at, something that we've been learning, growing with, something that's going to help us overcome and learn this lesson. And then we have the healing path, which is going to be what's going to be pushing us towards this lesson, helping us grow as well. So these two are going to work together to learn this. So these are pre-shuffled, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit of extra love, a little bit of Reiki on it, just seeing what we're going to be going through, my Gemini friends. Oh, they are trying to talk to you here, and that was the card. So let's see. Surrender. I like that for you guys here. This is something that we have always been battling with. They're saying this is a time to let go and allow yourself to trust in what you're doing. So this is going to be a time for you to learn to let go, surrender to the self, to the universe, to love, so that way we can begin manifesting in a manner that we so deserve. Now we're going to talk about our ability. I know this is the one you guys looked at right away because you want to know, well, what's my ability? I'll tell you. That is Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. And this is good ability you guys have learned. Some of you have been doing this. This is a grounding. This is a sense of being loved and knowing that you are loved in all areas, and loving the self here. Understanding this is going to aid to know at this time that it is okay to let go. It is okay to surrender these things and these areas and these portions of our life at this time, because you are loved. It will grow into a comfort of knowing as we move through this lesson at this time. We're going to find out what our healing path is. Give you guys just one little extra love here. And let's see, our path is honoring cycles. Oh, I love that. This is beautiful because this is talking about the transformation. This is honoring that things come back and we can move through. And as we begin to surrender, it's going to release the cycles that we no longer want to continue. And so learning that we can do this here, and honoring that these things come, and we are cycling with the earth as well, being loved and guided, and grounded at this time here. I love that. It is a transformational period as well, so this is going to be a big transformational path as we learn to let go. All right, now we're going to go ahead and jump into our soulmate SOULSCOPE readings.
And welcome to I'm Powered by Love TV. I'm Demi. This is going to be for all my Gemini Decan 2s whose birthdays are from June 1st to the 10th. Let's get started. All right, to all my Gemini Decan 2s, let's see what your energies hold for January the 15th through the 31st here. And if you haven't had a chance to do so, or you jumped into the timestamp and looked over your soul growth reading, I'm going to urge you to go back. Cards were pre-shuffled, so I'm not going to do a big shuffle here. They were already pre-shuffled. We are going to just put a little bit more love, light, and Reiki on them, and we're just going to ask for all those who are guiding this channeled reading. And if you didn't know, we are Akashic Record channels. Take a look at our information about that inside of the description box. All right. So we're gonna preface all this with where we are in love, and when it's not comfortable, we begin questioning, how do we get to the new place that we want to go? And we want to embrace the new life. And in some areas of your life, you are doing just that. But in the matters of the heart arena, there's still a lot for us to do the inward journey of making sure that our mind and our heart are in a deeper communication, because they are saying right here that this is not for you. So where you are embarking on seeing your life right now, those who are in relationships or just meeting someone or have just met someone and have been dating, the choices where you are right now, they're saying that this is not for you. You're not seeing it clearly, and that you have to clean up. They're also saying that you're not listening. And because everything in your outer part of your life is moving so fluidly, you've embraced this place that still, they just said you're not listening. So there's the message they've been trying to tell you about this. And they want you to slow down here, because you're trying to clean them up also. The inward work needs to be done within you, but you are spending a lot of energy and time trying to make this right so that it fits into the new intentions that you are setting. And they are saying, and they already said it even before the card came out, that you're not paying attention and you're not listening to it, and you don't see it. We're not, which is why they started off with our heart and our minds have to be connected, because the spark of awareness that we call intuition is the actual acknowledgement that we are listening. So whether that comes in a feeling or whether it actually comes across, we hear it very clear, or we see something about the moment stands out to us, or we feel it. This is when our mind becomes aware. We call it intuition, but you're not seeing it. And some of the signs, even this one right now, is giving you a confirmation that all what you have been seeing that you've been trying to avoid is guiding you to these decisions, and the path in the relationship where you're going isn't for you. And they want you to turn it around, because this part in the cleanup if you start paying attention now, and they also want you to stay right here because you are definitely moving. This part right here is where you start, when you stop listening and stop paying attention, is when you miss out on the movement. And I love how these cards lined up together, the new life and the milk and honey, because you are expressing the newness of the transformation that you've undergone, but you're looking at the relationship still partly. I'm going to say this because this is a verbatim what I'm hearing. You are looking for the relationship to still save you. And that's why they're saying you're going to have to clean this up. And you're not seeing that this person not only isn't there in your life for that reason, but they can't. And so you can't make a choice because this feels like they're bringing you the healing. Only you can heal you. I love that this position came here too. I know you don't like it, but there's a fork in the road under clean it up, because you do have to do the inward work right now. You will be faced with a decision if you don't see and begin to listen and pay attention to what your soul is saying. And your soul is tied to your heart. It's the seat of the soul, actually, the heart chakra. And so when our mind is too busy trying to make something fit where it doesn't, we not only miss the messages that and signals and signs and things, that those synchronicities and coincidences, like, watching a movie and you're like, ooh, boy, that's my situation. Those connections, you're missing them, and they want you to. And if they are starting to stand out to you, the retrograde is going to make it a little bit more difficult in which to do that, because it's also in Aquarius. And so we've got mental disruptions in the house of Mercury, which is communication itself. So it's going to be a lot difficult to connect thoughts and emotions at the same time. So they want you to really hold on to, yes, your life is in the process of moving towards that newness, and this is there, and they want you to stay there and not look at the problems. So when you get to the fork in the road, you can make a clear, decisive choice between what is not for you and what's going to lead you to the ability to make better choices towards what you truly deserve, and not settling. And they're saying that in the settling, you would still then be right back where you were and not have really fully evolved into this new arena of greatness that you are rising, elevating. Thank you. That you're elevating yourself to. So the decision may come, and if you're not paying attention, you may think that these two are one and the same. So you're going to have to really align yourself right now, because they're saying that you'd be facing this in April, and this retrograde for you is really a time to revisit your thoughts and connect them with the heart. I'm going to pull one last card for you. Yep. This is about thinking. And again, they're saying to connect your thoughts to your heart, what you want, because you will be faced with a decision in this situation. And it's time for you to really perk up and pay attention and make sure that every decision that you're making is based in the truth. And in order to get to your authentic self-love version, you are going to have to start cleaning up all the cobwebs and pull things out of the closet. Spring cleaning has come early for you, my friends. And so I'm going to give you one last card. All of these cards, I want you to take a snapshot of this, because all of these cards absolutely paralleled exactly what's happening and what all the potential outcomes as you're moving through. New life is here for you. You're stepping into a new transformation. You have some work to do, because this situation isn't for you, and you are going you're already thinking about it, and there's some conflict here. Either you're seeing it and avoiding it because you don't want to be alone, you're afraid to be alone, or you feel like, gosh, every time I meet someone, this is always happening, and this seems so perfect and right. You are going to be making some decisions here. All of these are cross intersecting, and then you've got the observer right here underneath message in the bottle. You are really going to have to pay attention, especially through this retrograde, because without it, and you yourself being an air sign impacted by another air sign in Mercury, could be catastrophe for you. So you definitely want to take a step back, sit in the observer seat, be a witness to your life, and really make those deeper connections between what you are saying and all your past, energies and beliefs. Where do you sit in that? And connect it. They're specifically telling me to tell you, connect your mind to your heart, because you are not seeing what is right smack in front of you, and this is not the choice for you to make right now, because you are transforming. And if you take this on, all that you'd be doing is making a regression instead of moving towards new life, because this is the outcome. If you make the right choice, and you can only make the right choice is if you really clear out that heart space, those old wounds, those old things that you are letting go, and you're doing great work letting those go. So it's time to really, really just take a step back from being inside the situation, and really, really heal those places and mend those places. So we're gonna send you lots of Reiki on this, and lots of love and light, because this decision is a huge one of moving forward, and they are clearly saying this is not for you right now. Hi, Geminis. I know that's really hard to hear, especially when you're starting to feel all the feelings of love are there, and especially if you're making decisions about whether you need to stay or go. This is about you now and the life that you want. And just remember that every time that we make a decision towards our best and highest goals and good, when we have those intentions and they're truly aligned with the beauty of our love for self, we're connected to the soul, and we're living in that position of the soul more and more every day. What happens is we're able to connect to the synchronicities of meeting the person who's going to match a new vibration. So we can't be afraid of letting go, and I'll be the first to tell you that it is really, really difficult. I can say that because I know firsthand it's difficult to let go of relationships, especially where there's tangible, palpable, and intense feelings there. This is an intense time in your life. Tread with much caution. Don't make any new decisions. Mercury's retrograde is not going to be on your side, so really take a step out. And if you want a deeper reading, or if you're looking, for coaching and assistance, I do recommend the Self-Love Club. Check us out at IamPoweredByLove.com. I'm Demi, and if this resonated with you and you're right in the middle of a situation and you know that you're facing some hard decisions, drop that here, this emoji. Or, if you've got some business decisions that that are not the right ones, or you think that they are, and you need a deeper reading, and this resonates with you here, make sure that you drop those and let everyone know that you watched it all the way to the end, and connect with us. Leave us some feedback. What resonated in the video that spoke to you and spoke life to you, or gave you a different way of perceiving things. And I'm Demi again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell. Stay connected. Get all the drops of love from right here at I Am Powered by Love TV. And I'm Demi.